Don't you worry about that. And if I'm wrong, me and you will fight straight after.
Yeah!
Yeah, man! Yeah, me and the great man! Whatever the outcome, me and you will fight.
All day, baby.
Get on there, my brother.
The boxing community erupted with astonishment at the unexpected announcement of a showdown between the iconic Mike Tyson and the social media sensation turned boxer Jake Paul. This revelation sent ripples of surprise through the sport, captivating both fans and critics with its fusion of boxing royalty and contemporary celebrity status. Among those who voiced their opinions most fervently was none other than Tyson Fury, the charismatic heavyweight champion known for his outspoken nature. Fury, renowned as the Gypsy King, took to social media to express his incredulity and frustration at the matchup, which he perceived as a mockery of the sport he holds dear. His reaction was not merely a passing remark, but a passionate outcry against what he deemed as the degradation of boxing's rich heritage, decrying the prioritization of spectacle over genuine athletic competition. Fury criticized the pairing of Tyson, whom he reveres as one of the greatest boxers of all time, with Paul, whom he views as a newcomer leveraging his fame for undeserved opportunities in the sport. Central to Fury's argument was his assertion that such mismatched and novelty fights undermine the hard work, dedication, and skill of traditional boxers who have earned their place through legitimate means. He voiced concern over the message these events convey to aspiring boxers, urging the preservation of boxing as a testament to athleticism, skill, and determination, rather than as a stage for celebrities and retired legends seeking financial gain. In a bold move, Fury extended an open challenge to both Tyson and Paul, offering to step into the ring with either to defend the honor of traditional boxing and prove his point about the integrity of the sport. John Fury was furious when he heard about Mike Tyson's comeback fight against Jake Paul. He didn't hold back, calling Tyson a coward and saying he's just trying to stay relevant. Fury thinks Tyson is hiding behind his past successes and is actually scared. He believes Tyson's recent moves, like joining Francis Esteem, are desperate attempts to keep his fame. Fury even offered to help Tyson if he's struggling financially. Despite Tyson's boxing achievements, Fury sees him as someone who hasn't fulfilled all his dreams and is now grasping at straws to stay in the limelight. Fury's anger seems to be fueled by his belief that Tyson's motives are driven by fear and insecurity.
Mike Tyson! Mike Tyson! Saudi brother! Two old boys, boy! Let's get at it, boy! Mike Tyson! Saudi Arabia! Bring it on! Bring it on!
John Fury continues his verbal assault on Mike Tyson, noting Tyson's struggles to stay relevant and branding him as sore loser. He seems to take satisfaction in Tyson's son's victory over Francis, implying it as a reason for Tyson's desperation. Fury predicts the outcome of the upcoming match on July 20th, suggesting that the underdog, Jake Paul, might surprise everyone with a win. He criticizes Tyson's decision to fight at his age, expressing concern for potential injuries. Fury supports Jake Paul, not because he believes in him, but because of his dislike for Tyson. He argues that Tyson's recent actions show his foolishness in old age. The significant age difference between Tyson and Paul worries Fury, but Tyson's supporters remain hopeful. This clash between youth and experience isn't unique, as seen with Bill Haney challenging Floyd Mayweather Jr. after a sparring session between Mayweather and Haney's son, Devin. Haney claims Devin beat Mayweather decisively, potentially tarnishing Mayweather's legacy. John Fury accuses Mike Tyson of avoiding a serious opponent like himself and instead choosing to fight Jake Paul, whom Fury considers a weaker contender. Fury claims he challenged Tyson, but Tyson declined, citing retirement as an excuse. Fury believes Tyson's refusal to fight him shows a lack of courage and a tendency to target perceived weaker opponents. He sees Tyson's willingness to fight Jake Paul as proof of this. Fury doesn't hold back in criticizing Tyson, suggesting that Tyson's legacy will be tarnished by his recent actions. He contrasts himself with Tyson, asserting that while Fury commands respect, Tyson will be forgotten. Fury warns Tyson that he's leaving the sport with nothing to his name. Despite Tyson's apparent determination to face Jake Paul, Fury declares that Tyson will face into the ring whether he agrees or not. This bold statement challenges the traditional norms of boxing negotiations, suggesting that Tyson has no choice but to fight Fury. However, the reality is that Tyson's consent is essential for any match to happen. While Fury may be confident, the final decision rests with
very
Mike
interesting.
Tyson.
It could be interesting.
I never took it really serious, but yeah, but that could be really interesting.
Do you think that he is skilled enough to make it something that you might actually want to do?
He's skilled enough, yes. I'm gonna give it to him. He's skilled enough because he's winning. Even if he's fighting guys that your guys don't believe are good enough fighters, they should be able to beat him.
Right.
Right, but they can't.
Right.
So he's beating people who really, he shouldn't really be beaten. We gotta give him that credit. He's beating people that he really should not be beaten.
Delving into John Fury's unspoken thoughts regarding Mike Tyson, one must reflect on their encounter during the press conference for the Tyson Fury vs. Francis fight last October. As the boxers exchanged words, so did Tyson and John. Mike Tyson, serving as Francis's trainer, was present, and a confrontation arose between him and John Fury. Known for his experience in face-offs and verbal sparring, John Fury stood his ground against the legendary Mike Tyson, showing no fear in the spotlight. At the press conference hyping the clash between Francis and Tyson Fury, John expressed confidence in his son's abilities, even challenging Mike Tyson himself if his son were to lose. While he admired Mike Tyson, whom his son was named after, John made it clear that his reverence lay with a higher power, God Almighty, whom he feared more than anything earthly. It's known that John named his son Tyson Fury after the legendary boxer Mike Tyson, adding a layer of disappointment when Mike Tyson chose to train Francis, who would fight against Tyson Fury. Speculation arose about whether Mike Tyson knew about the connection, with Jeff Mayweather suggesting that Tyson may not have been aware or that Tyson Fury's name might not have registered with him. This lack of acknowledgement from Mike Tyson, as suggested by Mayweather, could have fueled John Fury's discontent, leading to his bold challenge to Tyson at the press conference. Despite the uncertainty surrounding a potential matchup between the two boxers, John Fury's fearless demeanor and desire to defend his son's honor were evident in his actions. John Fury stood firm, ready to face any opponent alive, confidently declaring that Tyson's man would be outclassed and defeated, promising a thorough boxing lesson. He even challenged Mike Tyson himself, stating that if he was mistaken, they would settle it in the ring afterward, regardless of the outcome. Initially, Tyson brushed aside Fury's remarks, focusing on Francis's triumph and proclaiming him as the future heavyweight champion of the world. However, when pressed to address Fury's challenge, Tyson responded by mentioning Fury's pursuit of him for 4 decades. During the press conference, Francis interjected with a unique proposition, suggesting he would take charge of Fury's son while Tyson would look after Fury. Although John initially seemed to back down from the challenge, he later revived it by asserting that Tyson should stop humiliating himself by training Francis. He urged Tyson to admit that they were facing the best in the world. Towards the end of the conference, John rekindled the challenge, expressing his willingness to step into the ring and give it his all, molded by his upbringing into that kind of fighter. The contentious remark made by Mike Tyson in response to John Fury's challenge fueled Fury's fiery anger further. Tyson's gaze was filled with fury as he observed John Fury repeatedly extracting words from his mouth, indicating his frustration and readiness to confront Fury. Tyson seemed poised to settle the matter either on his own turf or through Billy Joe Saunders, thwarting any further demands from John Fury. Oscar de la Hoya, known as the Golden Boy of boxing, also chimed in on the Jake Paul vs. Mike Tyson match. He urged Jake Paul to commit seriously to the sport if he aspired to world championship status, expressing dismay at Paul's contemplation of facing Tyson, suggesting it contradicted his previous statements about approaching the sport with seriousness. De La Hoya commended Paul for his dedication, but emphasized the importance of treating boxing with the seriousness it deserves.